Hey there guys, today we have the brand new Coway Airmega 350, kind of a mouthful of a name. It comes from the very popular Airmega line that Coway had launched previously. This currently only comes in the non-smart model, which is definitely the one I would recommend. The 350 model can clean a room size up to 2,640 square feet in an hour. And the Airmega 450 can do even more than that. I have the 350 here and it's gone in our bedroom for the last week. Our bedroom's not that big. It's probably at most 800 square feet. Along with the master bathroom and everything. So it has no problem keeping that space clean. Now, when I first opened up the box, my first impressions were this thing looked really good. I really like that it's big. Air purifiers really work better when the filter itself is quite big because you want as much surface area on the filter as possible to really clean the particulates in the air. The fan itself on this is pretty good. I put my hand over it and put the fan speed on highest, and it's just as strong or stronger than any of the air filters I have around the house. I have a Blue Air and a Winx in the house, and so in tandem they all work together, and of course some of them have stronger fans, some of them have weaker fans, but this one's one of the stronger ones. Now, besides that, I really like that the auto mode on this is actually pretty good. The modes that come with the Coway Airmega 350 are Auto, Turbo, Sleep, and Eco. Now, most of the time you probably want to keep it at a certain speed so that's running just as you need. I thought for our bedroom needs, I could keep it on auto because on auto it was able to go into sleep mode by itself when the lights were off, turn back on when the lights were on, and when it's on auto, it can also go into eco mode when it senses that there's no particulates in the air for 30 minutes. It'll go into a power saving mode. Now, after unboxing this thing, you're gonna only receive this and the manual essentially. And of course, there's a filter already inside of the unit. There's 3 different filters that can go inside of the Airmega 350. There's this fresh one for smoke, and one for allergens. The fresh one is like a good all-arounder. The allergen one was better for pet hair, pet dander, and allergens in the air. And of course, smoke is good for smoke particulates. And especially if you're in California, that's probably where it'll work out best because you have so many more wildfires there. Some really big pluses of the Airmega 350 are that it's pretty quiet when it's operating on its lowest setting. It's only 22 decibels, so that's pretty low. I think the other Airmegas before it were also at that level, and when it goes up to the highest, it is 55 decibels, so you'll definitely hear it. It sounds like a very strong fan. Another thing that I really like about this is it's an Energy Star appliance, meaning that it saves a lot of electricity. It ranges anywhere from 10 to 65 watts from what I saw on my smart panel. So I saw that it was drawing about 10, and then when I put it on max, it would go up to about 60 to 65 watts. And so that's actually very good. My Blue Air, which is rated for about the same room size, uses about 140 watts, and our Winx about the same 60 when it's on the highest setting. Setup was super easy. All you need to do is open the side panel right around here and take out the air filter because it's in a bag. You gotta take off that bag and put it back in. Now, I've had this on nonstop for a week in our bedroom. One of the things I really noticed right away is that it felt like I never saw any dust in the room anymore. This replaced my Winx 5500 2. I believe that's the newer version of the Winx, which is a very popular air purifier. And I found that this was keeping the room clean better than that. I also noticed that our diffuser that we had in our room, I could no longer smell it. I think it was removing the odors from the diffuser, which was kind of funny that we were no longer able to smell that nice diffuser anymore. Now, One of the bad things, obviously, about this Coway Airmega is its price point. It's $333, which is a very pricey air purifier, especially since you could pretty much get a cool Dyson fan for about that much too. But what it does do well is that it does have a filter rated for very high CADR. And so you're definitely gonna get a lot of those small particulates taken out of the air. The sensor, I wouldn't say on this is much better than any other sensor. I feel that most sensors on any of our air filters are kind of iffy. It just kind of doesn't seem to sense if the air has certain particulates very well, especially our Blue Air that we had for a long time. It feels like it's making up numbers. And also the app also never worked on that thing very well. So I'm very, very happy to have this without any of the smart features. Now, most of the other modes on this are quite standard. You can control the fan speed, the lights, the timer is also on there, and it also has a filter reminder. You can also adjust the sensitivity it has to different particles in the air, or you can tell the sensor to be more sensitive or less sensitive. All you have to do is hold the mode and speed button for 3 seconds, and it will turn on the sensitivity menu, and you can select 1 through 3, 1 being the most sensitive, 3 being the least. Also, with these types of filters, since they do not have a pre-filter, you're gonna want to keep the filter clean by taking it out every 2 to 3 weeks is what they recommend, even sooner if you can. You do want to keep it as clean as possible so that it's not getting stuck and you can get all of the particulates out. The filter does last about a year, so you do have to change it out. I do not have the pricing on the filters quite yet. I checked Coway's website. I did not see any of the filters on there quite yet. I'm assuming hopefully it will be close to what the others cost right now, which is $30 to $40, but I cannot say for sure. Now, my final opinion about this Coway Airmega, I think that it looks great. Its auto mode is actually pretty good. And surprisingly, I think it's really kept our bedroom clean. Now, this is rated for a much larger space, but just looking at the size of it, I wouldn't really trust this to do a larger space just by itself. The price point does seem a little high for this, but it does get a pretty high CADR score. So it might be pretty good for the price for some of you if you really care about that CADR score. One last point I want to make about this, it's actually not that heavy too. It's only 17 pounds, so it's very easy to move around and it works out to be pretty good. The Airmega 450 is a little bit heavier, but it has wheels, so you can scoot that around quite eeasily. All right guys, thanks for watching this review of the Airmega 350. I've only had it for a short time, but I feel like, you know, there's not much more an air purifier can do. So I think I got a pretty good look at what it could do and how it's been doing for our home. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to check out the Airmega, I will post my affiliate links down below and any deals or promotions that I can find, if I can find any for it. The links do help out this channel, and if you purchase, I get a small portion of each sale. Thanks for watching. Peace.